Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from ITS Architecture Department Batch 2021. Today, me and my group will talk to you about what is sustainable architecture. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce my group members. I am Alia Dwi Adinalia, then in the middle is Calvin Etsadia, and the last one is Dava Atala. So now, let's move on to the presentation. First, we will discuss about the title. What is sustainable architecture? Sustainable architecture is the use of design strategies that reduce the negative environmental impact of the built environment.
So now we move to important questions for sustainable architecture. Sustainable architecture means putting environmental factors into consideration. The first one is there a nearby piece of land you can use instead? Number two, how can you use some of the wood from the trees without completely depleting the entire plantation so others can also benefit? Number three, could you perhaps still build your house in a space without cutting down all the trees? So basically, we have 6 sustainable architecture strategies. It's for public design buildings. The first one is passive sustainable design. Number 2, active sustainable design. Number 3, renewable energy system. Number 4, green building materials and finishes. Number 5, native landscaping. And number 6, stormwater management. So first of all, we talked about passive and active sustainable design. So passive sustainable design is design that takes into consideration the effect of natural resources occurring on the site when designing the building's heating, cooling, lighting, and ventilation system. So it's a different thing with active sustainable design. Active sustainable design is the architects consult with mechanical and electrical engineers to implement high efficiency electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and other systems which are designed to have small environmental footprints. So the next page is renewable energy system. So renewable energy system is strategy that focuses on engineering design and operating principles that engineers can follow to successfully design more robust and efficient renewable energy system. These are often used in conjunction with passive design strategies. So the next one, we got green building materials and finishes. So green building materials and finishes is about prioritizing the purchase of steel, wood, concrete, and finishing materials like furniture from companies that use manufacturing techniques that pay attention to environmentally friendly aspects.
So moving on from point number 4 to point number 5. What is native landscaping? Native landscaping is about a strategy of using trees, plants, or basically native vegetatives that native to the area so that it can greatly reduce the irrigation requirements of the building landscape. So this landscaping can also be used as a passive energy strategy, but yeah, it's basically to reduce the irrigation requirements. So moving on from point number 5 to point number 6 is about the stormwater management. So the process of stormwater management is about controlling the stormwater runoff, or what is stormwater? It's basically raindrops that comes primarily from impervious surfaces like parking lots, driveways, rooftops, by changing these impervious surfaces to something that the water can penetrate and be one with the soil, like maybe building a garden on the top of the rooftops, and the parking lots and driveways have pores or something that some material that the water can penetrate to, so that it can be one with the ground and becomes groundwater. And by implementing this strategy, hopefully the negative environmental building impact can be reduced. Moving on from that, we have why a sustainable architecture is very important. It is very important, the sustainable design, because it is objectives is basically to reduce our negative impact on the environment itself and improving our health and comfort of as a building occupant, thereby also improving the building performance itself. The basic objectives of sustainability itself is to reduce the consumption of non-renewable resources, minimize waste, and create healthy, productive environments.
Now, what are the benefits? The benefits are divided into three aspects. First is environmental aspect. For this aspect, the benefits are conservation and restoration of natural resources, reduction in energy consumption and waste, protection of ecosystem and environmental biodiversity, and improvement of air and water quality. For the second aspect is economic. The benefits are reduction in long-term costs and dependence on traditional energy sources, improvement in productivity of inhabitants, upgrade asset and property values, and competitive advantage. And the last aspect is social. The benefits are improve the living condition, health, and comfort of inhabitants, improve air and water quality, and the last one is minimize demand on local utility infrastructure.
Moving on from that, we have the conclusion. So, what is the conclusion of sustainable architecture? Sustainable architecture is the design strategy to reduce the negative environment of the built environment itself. So it has six strategies for public design buildings, and sustainable architecture is important because it seeks to reduce the negative impact of the environment and improving health, comfort of the building occupants, and improve the building performance. And sustainable architecture has many benefits, but we can divide these benefits into three aspects, which is environment, economic, and social. Okay, so that is all we can share with you today. And we hope you have a really good day. And thank you for staying tuned and watching our presentation. Thank you very much.